Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to continue diving into UNIS after just the absolute incredible song that Curious was. I definitely want to dive into more and you guys want to see more from me. So I definitely really appreciate you guys showing me so much love for me showing love to these girls. And I love that you guys really are enjoying my reactions. Or I guess reaction I did for them. And so I definitely want to give you guys more, and I want to dive into it more myself because these girls are so talented, and I really want to see if I think I might stand these girls. Honestly, I think that they have a huge future ahead of them. So we're gonna dive into the first B-side today, which is gonna be it looks like Datin myself. So let's just not waste any more time, guys. Let's just dive right in, shall we? All right, here we go. Whew, so much right off that, just in that 11 seconds. Two different things that really stood out to me. I loved the little background, what is it, like, plucking, I guess is what we'll call it. The little pluck melody in the background is do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do, something like that, I think. And then I love the build-up in the vocals here. Like, I'll show you guys. This build-up in the vocals here is really dope. Listen. It's cool. Na 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 na. I love that. If anything ever is just stands out to me as just a gorgeous, just beautiful vocal melody. And that one was a little more interesting because that one was actually like more of like a vocal melody in terms of like a almost like chanty one instead of like just like a vocal melody in terms of like singing, if you will. So a little bit different aspect there, but really dope intro. Let's go. What's this gonna go into? This is cool. I love this melody in the background. Boo-doo-doo-doo, 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 boo-doo-doo. So simple, but really is just really effective in terms of just as like a driver for this entire song so far. I love it. I'm curious to see if we're gonna switch it up here, or if that's gonna be like the main driver like we had in the guitar from Curious. Let's see. Building up. Ooh. Yeah, bring it back. I love that. This is dope. I love how they are already connecting the song. You can see like during that whole entire chorus, it's this whole new element that we haven't heard yet, which is totally fine. But the way to bring it full circle and go back to how we started off the song, bring in that na 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 na. I'm probably not doing it exactly the same way because I just heard it for the first time, so I don't have it down yet. But you know what I mean. To be able to connect the song back to how it starts off, bringing that part in now into the chorus for that next 8 bars is so dope. And I love that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, whenever I say, like, it's important to have the song be connected and be one whole track, but also have the different elements, that's what I'm talking about. You hear these totally different elements that we haven't even heard yet in the chorus that wasn't even part of the verse. But now, to connect it back to what we heard in the very beginning of the song, that na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, they pull it into that second 8 bars of the chorus, which I love. That's perfect. That's exactly the way we're going to do this. But let's do a little quick rundown here of this chorus, and let's see. I don't know how far back we need to go. Let's see where we're at here. No, I think we're going to have to go back further than I thought. Okay, I'm sorry. Give me a second. Here it is. This is where I want to start at. This is like coming right out the drop. So let's listen to this here and see what kind of elements we have in here. I feel like that this one is definitely a little bit more basic in terms of like the elements that we hear in the song compared to Curious. I feel like Curious had a little bit more complexity to that production they went for that song. But it doesn't mean it's still not a bad song. It just means that it's just they went for a little bit different, more basic production. But I'm curious to see if maybe I'll prove myself wrong. Maybe there's more going on here than I think. So let's see.
I wanna make you my friend. I don't know you wanna want. No, I used to forget. I can be my number one.
It's cool. So they have obviously the percussion going on, and then the main driver here is just that bass. Boo. Boom. So it's cool. It have a nice little catchy, very rhythmic percussion going on, just like a doom. So like you do that, it's like okay, that's cool, but you want to add a little bit of something else. So what we can add to it? Oh, a bass. Doom. So it's like it sounds. It's almost like they added like an 808, but instead of it being like a very heavy 808 like from a rap track, it's more of like they went with just like really just quick hit, just doom. So if like you were to separate that bass from the percussion there, you just literally hear that every like however many bars it is. It's not even like actually built in with the percussion. It's just there. It's just like doom by itself. So, but let's just see what's the percussion doing here. Let's see. I'm curious.
I wanna make you my friend. I don't know you wanna want. No, I used to
Boo, boo, boo.
I can be my number one.
Oh, that's cool. I love that. Do. So what that most likely is they probably took the kick that they have in this and they made it, or I should say, they rose it up above the into a different section. So let's say the kick normally is like sitting at like a C4. They probably took it up to like maybe like C5 and kind of bounced it around and made a melody of it. So it's like do. They sometimes do that a lot with 808s too, in like rap tracks. But this time they just kind of took the kick and there's like do. So if you listen.
No, I used to forget. I can be my number one.
Do. So cool.
Number 2 and 3, myself and I.
Yeah, there's nothing else here really. Not a lot going on. Now see, we just had the first 8 bars. Now we're gonna build into that na part, but also see what else that we're gonna add in. Let's see. Yes, they have that. I think they brought back in that melody that do that we heard in the very beginning of the song. And this time they've changed the bass to be long, drawn out notes. So it's like just like a do. So it fills it out a little bit more. So even though you're kind of using the same elements that we've heard already in the song, from just even the intro part, it's like they have the bass being the main driver still, just more drawn out, and then you have the little like plucky melody we heard from the very beginning pushed pretty far back to the point you almost can't even hear it, in this part. So if you go back and listen, I'll try to kind of like point it out so you can hear it a little bit better. Like. What's that? There it is. Just that little split side. It's very hard to hear except for when they have it go up in the higher register. So like right in that little moment there, you can hear like a do as it's going up the scale. Listen. Nice. See, now you can hear it. That's genius. They brought it into this rap verse now that we're doing. So now you can really hear how it flawlessly transitions from the chorus into this. Because you cut everything out, so it's more obvious that it's there. So listen, this is a flawless transition. I love this. Hang on. Yeah. Anybody knows Everglow? She sounds exactly like Asha. She has that same tonality that Asha has when she raps. It's crazy. Just listen. It's like very much of that Asa rap. Asha. I don't know how you say that technically with it being Korean and like the Korean terminology. Technically, I guess it'd be Asha because of the Korean. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, but listen. Right here. Oh, so much like her. It's crazy. I love it. Still got that melody going. I love it. I think the percussion. Sorry, I'm like pausing so much, but like because we don't have a music video, I wanted to at least make this like a very like almost like not really educational, but like I want this to be like a very like I wanted to like really like be able to break down this song for you, so you guys can really hear all the elements that create or that are used to create this masterpiece of a song, because it's so good. Because this is like, you know, like production 101, where it's like, you know, you take something that is so basic, but you keep all the same elements and just like take those elements and like grow them, you know, in a way to make it seem more full in different parts, you know. But in this part here, like if you listen throughout this entire song, it's pretty much that same beat of let's go back a couple here. Boom 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 boom, something like that. Boom 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 boom. Is pretty much that whole the entire song is pretty much had that same entire percussion, which works because that's basically like the guitar was the main component of Curious. This time the main component is basically just keeping the exact same percussion all the way through, but changing the bass, changing that pluck sound we hear, you know, changing the melody from the girls rapping versus singing, you know, and that kind of is what the change up part of the entire song is. Let's keep going. This is great. I love this. That's cool. If you listen here, they go like oh, and then they do their little part, and then it's like oh. So you kind of go mid and then higher to like kind of bring in a little bit of progression here. Watch. I go back far enough. I'm sorry. Hang on. Now watch, they're gonna go higher. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I love this. Ooh, new part. Cool. Okay. So what we've done now is we switched it up where we just have their vocals and snaps. So it's just like, ooh. I'm sure there's a little bit of the melody I'll point out as we're listening again for the second time. But it's like a ooh, just all the way through. And then snaps. Just, I can't snap, I'm sorry. So, that's more of a clap sound, but you know what I mean. And then that's it. And then the chorus, their vocals. So like, listen. A little bit, yeah. So it's like ooh, and then the snaps are there. Oh, they bring something new in. Okay, I was expecting them to bring something new in. Whoa, that was crazy. Wow. How the hell did you do that? That was sick. Wait. How'd she do it? That was cool. That's cool. I love that they're just doing this for the final chorus. Ooh. That's cool. They've added in like this like almost like really raspy, harsh like I guess like synth in there too. It's like a gung 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 gung. It's a little bit less aggressive than that, but you know, listen. It just feels more aggressive there. Ending on violin? Okay. Doo-doo. That's cool. Man, I would have loved to maybe hear some of that violin thrown in a little bit more. That would have been cool. That would actually make this song really dope. I mean, this is a great song, but like, I would love to hear a little bit of that like violin in there. That would have been cool if like to throw that in maybe a little bit here and there in like the second 8 bars of the chorus. That'd been sick. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Regardless, I mean, still phenomenal song. And like I said, this is just like this is where it's so impressive to be able to take something as simple as just like maybe like what it's probably like a kick and a snare in there, or a kick or a clap, one of the two. I didn't really pay attention. I'm sorry. You know, repeating same percussion all the way through, except for that little bridge at the end there, where it's just the vocals and then the and then the snap. But pretty much the entire way through is just the same percussion basically, and then you have that boom, 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 boom with the bass. Well, that was kind of more towards the end. The bass in the actual beginning choruses was like blow, 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 to kind of add a little bit of emphasis and kind of like their own, I guess, creative way of doing 808 seems like. And then just that beautiful little like plucky melody in the background, and then the na 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 coming from them. I mean, it's basically like 4 or 5 elements, maybe 6 or something like that, all to create just this very catchy, fun song. And it's incredible like what you can make with just the most like simplest I was gonna say items. Let's just say the most simplest instruments and effects and the DAW, which is what we create music in, at least us music producers in terms of the electronic side. Really, anybody has. I feel like anybody probably really uses the DAW, no matter what you're making. Actually, now I think about it. But anyways, I just love this because these are the kinds of songs I love being able to break down, because it's so easy for me to point everything out and show you guys how you could take something so simple and make it into such a catchy, fun song that everybody's gonna end up falling in love with. And I mean, these girls are just so talented. I mean, it's crazy to me that we're debuting these girls even more younger and younger these days, and they're still so damn talented. Like, I feel like when I first got into K-pop, like, I was like seeing girls being debuted at like 16 at the youngest. Now we're debuting 14-year-olds, and it's like borderline not okay. Not really. I mean, if they have the talent, they can handle it. Why not? But it makes it almost impossible for me to have biases now, though, because I'm too old to pick a bias that's half my age. But anyways, regardless, guys. Another phenomenal song from these ladies. I cannot wait to hear. Poppin', I think is next. Yeah, Poppin'. So you guys will get that reaction from me coming up next. Probably next couple of days, maybe a few days from now. We'll see. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed my breakdown / analysis more than anything, go ahead, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, I will go ahead and drop my reaction for their Curious song. I guess I'll say my reaction to their song Curious. That sounds better over here for you guys. And more than anything, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, guys. Bye!